Good morning. Namaste. Chair, past District Governor Jeffrey Friedman. Co-chair, past District Governor Wayne Hui. Present District Governor Thibault Richard. Lions, Leos, friends. I'm Lion Kanta Arora, and I welcome my co-host, Lion Jitendra Chabra. Lion Jitendra Chabra is with our club since its inception. Lion Jitendra Chabra. Lion Jitendra Chabra is known to everybody in our lines. He's a past president, current vice president, and a charter member of Toronto Nethralaya Lion Club since inception 2009. Born and brought up in Nairobi, Jitendra graduated in electrical engineering from Chandigarh, Punjab University. After working the computer industry for 15 years, Jitendra transited to the world of academia as a college professor in computer engineering for 25 years. Since retiring from college, Jitendra has been an active member of the Lions Club in all community services and fundraising endeavors in the area of eye diseases, diabetes, hunger, and childhood cancer. He has co-chaired with me and with other members for the 3 galas in raising substantial funds for eye hospitals and eye research institutions locally and globally. Jitendra was awarded with the Melvin Jones Fellow by the Lions Club International in 2015 for his selfless community services. His life motto, you have an obligation to give back to the society by volunteering your time in community service. Jitendra, welcome, and I'm happy to have you as my co-host today.
Thank you, Lion Kanta, for the introduction. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you. Lion Kanta Arora, Charter Secretary, Past President, Membership and Communication Director. Lion Kanta Arora, a community activist, social worker, champion of youth, women's and seniors issues, and nation's television talk show host. As an active member, Toronto Nethralaya Lions Club, Kanta has helped to raise millions of dollars for humanitarian causes in Canada and abroad. She is a founding member, past president of AVIC Community and Social Services. She has served on various charitable, social, nonprofit, and professional organization boards. She is dynamic public speaker and an extremely popular national television media talk show host, and an associate producer at ATN, which is the Asian Television Network. Kanta is recipient of many prestigious awards, which are as follows. Recipient of Melvin Jones Fellow and International Lions Leadership, CNIB Knights of the Blind, Lifetime Television Media Award, recipient Queen's Diamond and Golden Jubilee, twice recipient of International Women's Day Awards, Grant's Desi High Achievers Award, and many other prestigious awards for inspiration to others and contribution to social commitments. Her strength, fundraising, humanitarian causes, Canada and abroad. She is truly a people's person, and today Kanta is very well respected and known as the strongest pillars of the Canadian and Indian society. Her motto, do not follow where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. That's by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Please welcome Lion Kanta to start the presentation.
Welcome to A711 Virtual District Convention 2021, Toronto Nethralaya Lion Club. Proud to welcome all of you to this special presentation. Here are the presenter whom you just met, Lion Kanta Arora and Lion Jitendra Chabra. Fundraising, cause and objective. As I mentioned earlier, choosing a choosing a cause which is in line with LCIF and your own Lions Club's mission. Toronto Netralia Lions Club mission is embedded in the name of the club, Netralia, which in Sanskrit means house of eyes, and the three galas reflected the mission statement: raising funds for preventable blindness, diabetes, hunger, and childhood cancer. Netralia resonate with one of the missions of the LCIF, which is Sight First, inspired by famous Helen Keller. Gala in 2010, Lions Gala for Sight Enlighten raised funds for the CNAPIC, Canadian National Institute Foundation, and KKI Institute, Sadhu Dada JP Vaswani Medical Complex, Pune, India. And if you see on the side, this is our first brochure, and it was so well received. On the brochure cover, it's very important. If you see the colors, logos, and here the eye, we are focusing eye. In this gala, Lions Unite for Sight Gala. Sight word is there, 2010. Funds donated to CNIB, 40,000. Funds donated to KKI Institute, 15,000. Gala 2012. 2012 Excellence in Vision Research. Funds raised for CNIB, Princess Margaret Hospital, which was working in collaboration with Netralia Hospital, Bangalore, India, and they were working on retinoblastoma over here. Princess Margaret Hospital and Dr. Brenda Galley and the other members of the Bangalore Club Hospital. And again, if you see our brochure on the site, look at the colors. Lions Gala for Sight is still there. Eye is so prominent, and beneficiaries were always put it on the bottom so that, remember, beneficiary sponsors, we have to take care this time.
In this slide, you will see the check being presented to the CEO of the CNIB, which is the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, with principal donor late Mr. Vasu Chanchalani, charter and past President Lion Om Arora, Secretary Lam Kanta, and yours truly, the president at that time. In the next slide, in the next three slides, the three slides you show, check presentation to the CEO of Princess Margaret Foundation at the time of the gala, and the hospital location with some members of the Doctors Lions Club and the past District Governor Lion Jeffrey. The highlight of the event was a draw of the automobile Mazda 3 donated by Mazda in Etobicoke. This obviously raised a lot of money for us. We had to sell the raffle tickets well in advance, and the raffle was then withdrawn, was drawn on that particular night, on the gala night. And as you can see, the president of the Etobicoke Mazda is now picking the ticket, the winning ticket for the Mazda 3.
Gala in 2018. This was a challenge for the eye clinic to be built in the Indigenous Community Health Center in Toronto called Anishinaabe Health Foundation. Again, you see the brochure on the same over page. The focus is eye in the center because we were doing for eye clinic. But one thing is, I must tell that we did raise $125,000, which for Indigenous eye health, but it was a big challenge. Why it was a big challenge? Because community was still not very receptive, very open to the Indigenous community. The most deserving community, they were not got the full attention from provincial government, federal government, or even from the public. This is the first time Lions, and I will say with a matter of pride that Toronto Netralia Lion Club They took the lead and they created a legacy because we decided to do something for this community which nobody did. Big fundraising, it was a challenge because we thought it will be easy. We got a good support, good connection, but when we went to the sponsorships, everybody wanted to donate for hospitals, they wanted to donate for temples, churches, gurdwaras, or other disasters, but indigenous community was new to them. My team, our board, line member, we got a lot of support from other people, from just friends, but not from the sponsors yet. Gala was very close, and just before 3 weeks, we got all of a sudden very strong supporter came and he supported us with good donation, and we were happy we could sell over 550 tickets. Hall was packed. We got messages from all over. Our international president was that time Naresh Agarwal, line Naresh Agarwal, Kathleen Wynne, and we got so many our members of parliament, consul generals. So that's what we were thrilled to have such a success, because then community supporters came, 1,000, 10,000. It just kept coming. And we were happy to do what we really wanted, to create a legacy. And this kind of things are not easy. This is the thing we presented in the end. If you see in this picture, you see all the people. Right in the center is our consul general along with his wife, Mrs. Bhatia, Dinesh Bhatia. Then vice president on the right is Jatinder Chabra. Then there is a CEO of Anish Nababi. And our very strong bridge who created is, we owe to him, that's a Chandrakant Shah. Member of Parliament Rob Oliphant was always our supporter, strong advisor, and he gave good guidance. Then Julie Cookson and Ramesh Shahani. On the other side, beside me, is Usha Pradhan, our secretary, Charter President Om Arora. I'm blessed to have, he's my husband, and then President Anita Shastri. And the amount we gave it was a matter right for all of us. Now I come to the theme on how to do this one step by step. These are the 4 things is on the screen, which are very important. First of all, theme of your event. That's your selling things, how you're going to sell your event. The theme has to be very catching or meaningful, where people have to donate money. Then goal of the event, what else you are going to achieve. Identify your audience, VIP list, and then comes the sponsorship that I'm going to talk later. But first 4 are so important. Do your brainstorming and think what you want to do it. What kind of audience you would like to attract. You want to have a diverse audience. You want to have only business crowd. You want to have only a politician. What you want. These are the things you must do it. But for this, which I have not put the point maybe over here, create your core committee with the full commitment, full trust, where you can do all the time, discuss that what I want to do it on this gala. Sponsorship opportunities can be divided. Those are very easy. You can create platinum, diamond, but every this opportunity platform will have a price on it. You want to create a 10,000, 5,000, 4,000, 2,001, or you want to go 15,000, you want to go 100,000. It depends what kind of things you are going to do. People do it. There's a big fashion show. First sponsor is 100,000. Then full page ad. If people cannot do sponsorship, they might take your full page ad, half page ad, or ask them to sponsor your wine or cocktail or entertainment or your venue. You can find all these sponsor for all these topics, and that is very thing has to be planned.
So as Kandaji just mentioned, that the VIPs that you attract to the event is very important. So we were able to, and we're very happy and had the pleasure of having the former Premier, Mr. McKinty, obviously, who was able to attend. But at the same time, there are some pitfalls that you have to be careful about, is if you attract a VIP at the size, as a stature of what Premier McGinty was, then some of the show of the event is taken away by the group of people that come as VIPs. So we were very fortunate that we were able to balance our event with the event that was created by Premier McGinty being there, with the security, with all the other members of the Ontario province. They all came along too. There were about 5 of them. And unfortunately, some of the event highlights were taken away, but at the same time, we were able to focus back on our event as well. The 4 pictures that you see, the first one is the Gala 2018 for the AHF, which is the Aneshwabi Health Foundation, with principal sponsor Ray Gupta of Sunray Group with his brother Wali Gupta. The second picture that you see is a former CGI, Dinesh Bhatia, with MP Rob Oliphant. The third picture that you see at the bottom is PDG Lion Bill Allison with President Lion Bhatia of Oakville Lions. And the last picture that you see on the right-hand side is the former Ontario MPs, Stephen Del Duca, Amrit Mangut, and Deepika Damaria.
Now look kind of sponsors we got it. This is so important. This is so important because that speaks about the credibility of your club, credibility of your board, and who is working with you and the members. It doesn't come only with the one person or chairperson. It comes with the whole team. Look at that, all kind of banks are here. RBC Bank, CIBC Bank, Scotia Bank, ICICI Bank, State Bank of India. Then look at the business people. We have Dr. Jay Chanchlani and Vasu Chanchlani. They were our main sponsors. Middlefield Group, Asante, and ATN Media we needed badly. Papnejas in Shiv Bansal. All investments and other investment people, if you keep going, it's a big list, but these were our main sponsors on these ones. Now comes the team building. Team building, subcommittees, delegating tasks. This is where the whole work and planning stays here. But before you start this, you must keep in mind, if it's a very large, big gala you are doing it, then you lot of plannings. If you're doing smaller gala, I'll talk to you in the end. First of all, finance and budget. What kind of money you have it in your account? What kind of budget you are doing it? Where you're picking up the venue, food, audience numbers, how big you want it. Because why the audience number? When you are having a 400, then you have to check the capacity of the hall. As we had in our 2012, we thought we will have only 400, 450 maybe. But in the end, because our premier was coming along with 6 or 7 members of parliaments, and our senators were there, Wim Kocher, those people, the people were lined up outside, over 650 people, we had it. So this thing, audience number is very important because you have to order food, you have to do other things. Ticket sale, sales and marketing, brochure. Who is taking care of the brochure? Because your committee members have to be delegated the work. Brochures, ad, messages, politician messages, and most important, you should not forget your politician, but only not politician, your lines officials. Try to reach to the top. International president you want, talk to him, try to get him, or his message should be there, because after all, it's lines function. People have to know what lines are doing it all over the world. You can create a slide presentation about lines work. Entertainment. You want only a speaker, or you want a prominent personality, or what kind of entertain music you want to put down, dance, classical, or which kind of those things you are doing. Sound system, audio visual equipment has to be done dry run, otherwise that day it can be stopped. Video and photographers, if you want the video to be created, which will need it for future use. Auctions, silent live auction, exhibition, displays, jewelry, auctions, carpets, whatever. There's no end for this one, auctions. We had it. raffle draw for Mazda, as we just mentioned to you. Media is so important. Advertising, social media, website media. These days, visual, smartphones are your this one. Then the most important for last days, event planner. That will take care of the whole committee has to take care of the what kind of ambience you want to create, hall decoration, and the last, who is going to be part of that committee after the end of the show, we have to do the cleanup also. Now, logistics of the task, timeline. Timeline is very crucial because end of this goal. If it's a very large event which you want to rate at least $500,000, which we did it, up to 1 year you need prior to the event, 9 months prior to the event, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, and then maybe 2 weeks, and then every day looks like you will be committees will be having their meetings in this one. Gala day event, let the planner to take control of it because you have to do a lot of other things that day. Getting ready, putting the things in place, checking your raffle tickets are ready or not, checking you are going to give the gift. Must remember you're going to give people something take away home, which we always did it. And then post it wrap up. Venue, which we are going to talk before also, and I am again giving the lot of importance. You are selling a ticket. That ticket will speak about it. Is it worth going to this venue, or where is this venue? Is it a posh venue? Is it just a community hall, or is it a banquet hall? What kind of venue you have it? Location, it has to be accessible from the audience from GTA. Parking, is it a paid parking, or the banquet hall or the hotel have their own parking, or you are giving them a ticket where people don't have to pay for their parking, because parking somewhere is very expensive. Capacity, hall capacity, I already mentioned to you. Food type, that is so important. People are coming for two reasons: entertainment, socialization, and the food. This food has to be good. And what kind of customize it, what kind of beverages you are giving? Is it a buffet service? Is it a table service? What kind of layout, ambience, acoustics, cost, and flexibility? Days which you have to pick it up, they also make a lot of difference. Now I'm telling about the venue. All the time we picked up a very good and here those are. But
So here, as Lion Kanta just mentioned, venue is a very important one because people have paid a lot of money to be there. It's a classy event. People have wearing good saris and good clothes and good dresses. Men are wearing black ties. So obviously it's going to be a very classy one. And as you notice that Premier McGinty and a host of other MPs were coming as well. So the class has to be shown, the classy event has to be shown there, and it has to reflect the theme of the event as well. So you can see this picture was taken in, the stage picture was taken in 2012, which is a very classy decorated stage, on which there were some performances, entertainment, some speeches as well. You can see the layout. In this case, the ice sculpture was also created. And if you notice at the bottom, the silent auction was being displayed in the foyer. As you mentioned, food is a very important component because people don't want to go home hangry, not hungry, but hangry. That is not angry, not having good food. So a lot of people say we were hangry. That is, we were hungry, but we were not able to get good food. So food is very important, although we just showing you the appetizers here, but the food was on the table being served.
now, entertainment, 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 and diversity. I just mentioned to you. Those days are gone that only we put somebody singing or just singing, sitting on the stage. People are coming for entertainment, and that is very important, especially with the time and money what they're spending. But as Lions, we must keep it in mind diversity. Keep in mind diversity. Our diversity defines us, that what kind of things we do it, keeping diversity in balance. Diversity binds us together. Through diversity, there is a harmony. United in diversity, united in kindness. And we Lions serve through diversity. Diversity binds us, that nobody is different, brown, black, whatever we are. We are diverse, but we are united in diversity.
As Lion Kanta mentioned, we kept the diversity in mind in all the themes and in picking the entertainment. As you can see, the pictures, I don't have to tell you, the pictures speak 1,000 words. And the 1,000 words are that each performance and each entertainer there was diversified, totally diversified. So the next two slides will show the diversity in our entertainment. In one of the slides, we were able to get the indigenous people to come and dance as well, which was very attractive to the audience as well, because none of us had actually seen live indigenous people dancing. So that was the highlight of the event and the entertainment. In one of the entertainment, we had the fashion show. And as you can see, the beautiful girls and beautiful young ladies displaying costumes of India. And in some of the cases, the entertainments, we didn't have to pay for them because we made sure that they were well advertised, and they were actually put in the sponsors as sponsors in our brochures. So they had to not pay for the advertisement for their business. So in some cases, the entertainers were from a training school or a dramatic school or a dance school. And so some of these dancers were from a dancing school, so we didn't have to pay for that as well.
This one looks like that it is a paper cutting. It was in the community news. Lions Gala raises, it says 100,000, but it was 125,000 for indigenous eye health. DNLC funds will support eye exam room and diabetics care in Anishinaabe Health Center. You see, this is the slides we have shown you before also, but this is very important that after the event, right away, press release has to go. And that press release and those things, they create your credibility in the community. They help you to sell your next event. Otherwise, it was not easy. This media helps you. We started our club in 2009. And 2010, we just had a big gala with 500 people and raised over 80,000 dollars, which we donated. We gave to international, we gave to local charities, we supported few that time disasters. And I remember Philippines, there was then Nepal, and so many places, Haiti disaster, Siliguri place, eye clinic, because these things, when they are advertised, your name is advertised. Toronto Netrale Lion Club does community work and supports those charities. That's important going in the paper. And that has to be done right away. One person from your committee has to be in charge taking care. Even press release has to be ready second day. Even on your event, careful. Media people come and you have to designate somebody who will be taking care and giving you exactly what message you want to give to the public. People who have not attended, they can read it over there. So, sorry. And these are we feel proud. We get batches after batches from our international for our accomplishments, and they are on the screen. I think most of you also have it, but being our club that time was just 12 years old, we got all those things and we feel proud. Before I say thank you, I have to tell you, because I promised you towards the end that I will tell you, you don't have to do all the time big galas. To raise funds, fund has to be raised with something. You can do it, especially small events. Music nights we did twice. We raised money, 10,000 right away, 12,000. Something has to be there to raise money. And the worst thing we had last year, and this year still going on, COVID started, COVID-19, and everybody thought it will finish soon. But we could not get out. Our club did not stop. Our club members, our board kept on working. We raised money. We did 2 or 3 musical nights on the Zoom. Every time we raised money and we donated. Where we donated? Breakfast Club, our indigenous community, Anishinaabe centers. Then we had through the shelters, women places. And same time we kept on getting masks done from women, getting material donated, elastic donated, and we had women who were staying home. Volunteers picked up the kits, delivered to the door. Were done, they were again getting delivered to the places, shelters, because people have to wear masks and they were expensive buying. But we were sending only to the shelter. Our organization, our members were getting food cooked at the temples and gurdwaras, and then they were delivering to the people who cannot go anywhere. We delivered non-perishable food to the so many places which our on the Facebook you can see it. But all this can be done with the some event. Do it on this one planet. Anything you do it. And remember when we started our club 2009, we were a very small club. But then we decided how we are going to do Gala in 2010. We were very happy. Many times partnerships helps a lot. Doctors Lions Club, Dr. Mike Sreen and his team, they were very big help, and we did with a joint partnership. And that was a big success. They had some ideas, we had our strength, and it works out. Even put 2, 3 clubs together and see what they are doing. As long as it's the same theme, they agree with you, do it. And I just want to say thank you over here. We serve, but I Toronto Netrale Line Club motto, we serve with passion, we serve with pride. And anytime you need any help, Jatinder, you can update that one.
So there you are. Our board is very approachable. So if you need any information at all in whatever we have said, or you want to organize a gala or any other fundraising that you need to do, you can always contact us through the website, which is www.netralialliance.com. We also have a Facebook. I hope that you're able to jot down the name of the Facebook, but we can always do a search, and the Natalia Alliance would be in the search, and you will pick up our Facebook as well. In case you need to contact us, there's a telephone number right at the bottom, which is 416-291-4747, or you can write to us and email to us, naturaliaalliance@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
And before we close this, our presentation, I want to thank you to our virtual committee A711, who asked us to do this one, especially for our members. But beside that, I must say thank you to Toronto Netrale Line Club board members, and members, because for the last 15 years, we are all together. Every member is very committed and takes pride in it. And thank you so much for helping us. And we got new members, and we always thank you and welcome more members. Any question, please contact us. Here's Kanta. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.